good.
This is the AJ and McCall show after the show.
Turn on the mic.
I
Grabs
mean,
microphone.
it wouldn't be the after show without producer Butters insinuating a small hurricane to get the thing going.
I don't know.
It's windy.
It's very bad out here. I don't know what I'm gonna do. You might as well just stay home.
The waveform is terrible. I just want you to know that.
It's fine.
It's a pain in the butt that I have to go back and deal with.
It's okay. I'm the third mic. I get the crappiest one, so it makes noises when you move it around.
You know,
okay. I accept
novel concept. You could have the microphone ready when we start the podcast.
Mine doesn't make any noise.
Yes, it does.
But I like it in my face.
Yeah, you could have.
The problem is I have to move over so I can see you.
So put the mic over there.
Well,
Hey!
that makes too much sense.
Okay, just making sure we're all on the same
You know what I'm
page.
going to do is I'm just going to steal the mic from the studio next to us.
Yeah, you probably
They
should.
don't use it.
Nobody does use it. You know,
Nobody
I
in there.
feel
Ghost
like
town.
yeah, you can literally see tumbleweeds and hurricane.
No, stop it! Stop it!
Stop making the noise. Oh.
Now he's
Hello.
broken it. That happens normally too. He'll play around with it and he'll mess with you. See,
It does this little thing
for the
that goes.
video people, there's a screw right here that attaches it to this arm, and he'll goof with this, and then magically it'll go, bop.
Yep.
I feel like this screw right here is coming loose. You can see it.
McCall's screws are getting loose.
Surprise, guys!
Several of them, I think, have been stripped, so it's not surprising. I don't think they work very well.
Yeah. I mean, some people that work on these things.
Some people.
Some
Not
people.
very gentle.
Is it me? That's rude.
I don't work on anything.
Same.
I supervise.
Literally
That's
hard
why they
same.
pay me the big bucks. By the way, McCall was talking to a friend of hers today, and she's talking about having friends, and then she described, my bosses, Producer Butters and AJ, and I was like, did you just call me your boss?
Well, I said Producer Butters and AJ, my bosses, and then because I was talking about how I
Listen
don't
to the lady.
You're
feel
the boss of
I
her
got
now.
promoted and nobody told me. Classic, this place promoted, no scratch.
AJ's voicemail already says he got promoted, but I ended up like
Wait, I don't even know what my voicemail
it
says.
says assistant program morning
Are you-
show
are you
host and
personally
assistant
offended?
program director.
Oh, I
no.
just gave them my title because it was me and Producer Butters, and that was it.
No. But anyway, I was just talking about
She's
how
butthurt about this.
I was just talking about how grateful
what?
I was for my friendship with this person.
That was very specific.
Well, he said he was doing a promotion. And so I was like, well, sure, whatever. If we're giving away promotions, then there's a promotion. I left him a voicemail that even said that too.
I honestly don't know. I don't know. I probably changed my voicemail before I got here and haven't touched it since. And I don't regularly call myself, so
That's
What?
strange.
You
You probably
I
should.
would not know what it says.
Do you know what I do?
What?
No voicemail.
Yeah, I hate that. I hate
so
that
much
so
because
much.
I get like very nervous. So I called somebody who
But-
was an old boss of mine yesterday, and when I called him, it was like work or home, and it's like I don't know which one because like I couldn't just delete the old number out of my phone, and so it was just there still. So I don't know which one was the old one, and so I called, and then they didn't have a voicemail box set up, and it's like 435. I'm like, hi, I hope this is you. And if it's not, then I guess it's nice to meet you. Goodbye.
Yeah, mine does that. Just the phone number.
Oh, I hate it.
See, that's fine as long as I can leave. I don't like it. As long as I can leave a message. My brother's is set up in a way where it goes, the
Yes.
owner of this phone has not set up their voicemail.
Yes.
Goodbye. And
I
it just
hate
hangs
that.
up.
My little brother's is set up that way too.
Perfect.
No.
It's terrible.
It's not perfect.
No, at least mine's set up. Like,
Yeah.
it can take voicemails. But how do you? I don't get that. What do you mean it's not set up?
At this point, you would think phones should be smart
They
enough
just
that
automatically
it would just be
do.
like, all right, the you've called phone number, leave after the beep. You would think there was no way that it would be like, nope, can't.
There was somebody
Click.
I used to
Oh,
call
broken.
that their phone number or their voicemail was just full. So it would be like this voicemail.
See,
Yeah, we covered that
mine-
too. Which
full.
that's
Mine
that's
gets
shady to me as
full.
well.
No, my voicemail box gets full because it saves like all of the voicemails. I've got voicemails from like 2016.
Why?
Well, I mean, in classic McCall
Because what happens
fashion,
if somebody
she's
dies?
hoarding.
Like I'd like to have that phone call and that conversation, but
Record it before you lose it.
well, yeah, I could probably do that, but I don't want to do that.
I have saved
So-
ones too. Would you like to see? There's 4 of them.
Sure. But I have
That's camera.
Okay, great. So I have these.
Oh, okay.
These voicemail boxes.
4.
Nope,
4.
that just looks like
4.
that just looks like phone calls. You just have phone calls up. That's it.
4.
Beautiful.
It's
No,
'cause I
went back.
Well, it's because they're private, but there's 4.
Haha, secret. I have a ton, and I hate that it doesn't give you like a notification, like, hey, heads up, your voicemail box is full. It's just like they
Yeah, it
only
should
tell
probably give you
people.
I've
enough
never
way.
hit that.
They only tell
Me
people
either. I
that
don't
are
know what it
calling
is.
in, hey, your voicemail box is full. So like I was waiting for a phone call from potential person, client, whatever you want to call them.
Somebody more important than producer Butters and
Oh
AJ.
gosh, somebody that has to stay anonymous because But
No, I don't. You have a drug deal going on?
no, it's business outside of radio. So
Drug deal.
anyway.
That's what I heard.
For anonymity's sake. But it was like I was getting these phone calls and I couldn't tell if they were scam phone calls or if what are you doing or if they were
This reminds me of
I
SNL.
hate you.
It reminded me of SNL.
Ugh. Anyway,
Just need to powder my nose.
Yes.
I just couldn't tell if it was like a boss that was calling me or if it was just a scam phone call. So I
Right.
called the number back. It was a scam.
Yeah, I hate. Well,
But-
I got to tell you, one of the best inventions ever, and I don't know if it's Verizon, my phone, the Pixel, or whatever, but
Yeah.
I have gotten way less spam phone calls since my phone identifies them. I just start blocking them. They've just given up.
Yeah.
Maybe they're lulling
Well, I
me
think-
into a false sense of security.
I think
Probably.
they've implemented a new thing now
the best.
where it has to like verify phone numbers now
Yeah.
before it sends it out.
Oh, it's so
the
nice.
best.
I mean,
So
I'm still
good.
getting them,
Yeah.
but I also got that Scam Shield app, which is
Oh, yeah.
Right.
See, I don't have that one, but I have received
it's exclusive to the network I'm on.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, mine has a filter, so I'm assuming based on what you said about the registering, that's what it catches. But then the other thing it has, it'll tell me, like if it calls, I don't know if there's one recently, but if there's calls, there's some it won't even notify me of because it's like, oh, this is spam. And then I can go back to my call log, and then it'll be like, this was spam, and then I just block it, and it's
It
gone
did a real
forever.
good job because it blocked my mom.
Oh, good.
That's not ideal.
Clear.
I think it's because she
Clear.
called me like
4 times.
9 times in a row because
Oh,
I
no.
wasn't answering the phone.
Stop, Mom.
And it was like, okay, this is a scam. Block.
I missed 2 phone calls from my brother? Question mark.
It took me a minute. I had to go back through and allow her to.
Apparently,
I
McCall's
liked-
phone's marking her family as spam as well.
Well, this is weird. It's really hard because Noah has the same Apple ID as I do.
Right.
Which
It's caused
should
many an
change. Yeah. But it's been kind of hard because like he'll get phone calls and I'll get the notification that he missed a phone call and I'm like, who the crap called me? And so then I go in and it's like his friend and I'm like,
issue. Yeah, fat
they
sack of
didn't
butts.
call me, fat sack of butts. Yes.
Somebody that's in his caller ID. Still the best thing ever.
I know. I love it so much.
Okay, speaking of context, let me get to this because we had a couple things down and I
Yes,
don't want
yes,
to lie
yes.
to the audience. So
Yes.
Here's the first one for you, Producer Butters. So a buddy of mine, friend of mine, she got a job offer yesterday and we were talking about it and I was like, oh, are you going to take the job? And then ultimately she was like, yeah. So this is what I texted back. And mind you, this is the end of the conversation. We did not talk the rest of the day.
Nope.
I texted back, well, yay for you then. I'm happy. And I sincerely meant it, only for me to later realize I am such a D-bag.
Like, how could you say, well, yay for you then, without it coming across as like, yay. Wow.
Yeah, I was like, wow, there's just no way to read that
Nope.
other than sarcastic.
Yep.
Even though I totally meant it, it just comes across as, well, yay for you
Well,
then.
yay for
I'm
you.
happy.
I guess that's awesome. Whatever.
I was like,
Crap.
and then it dawned on me. I was like, we haven't texted since then. That probably came across as how this time my brain was like, you know, the person thought that you were a jerk. And I was like, yeah, I
Totally.
think you were right this time, brain. I think they did think I was a jerk.
Totally. You can't text, yay for you
Total
then.
jerk bag.
Yay for you.
I'm happy for you. Without it coming across just like that.
Sarcastic.
It's the same one that we get. Whoa.
Whoa. Wow. That's awesome.
Coolio.
Coolio.
All right, this one's for mostly Producer Butters, but I guess
you
technically
go.
both of you. So the preface was McCall and I were talking about food going bad
Yeah.
since we regularly had that disagreement here on the after show. So we had it in the
Yes.
debate at 8. When do you actually throw food out? And so McCall specifically mentioned
I mentioned milk.
because
I was talking about
expiration dates.
Yeah, I was talking about how, sometimes with milk, it's like before the expiration date, and sometimes it's like way after. Like there's no in between, really. Like,
It's just a magic wizard number.
totally.
So then one listener decided, you know what? I need to pick a fight today.
I was just listening to your guys' conversation, and I'm from Utah, born and raised. I have a lot of family from out of Utah. So is it pronounced milk or milk?
It's
Because
milk.
you guys are saying milk.
I say
So is
milk.
it milk.
AJ
or
says milk.
I'm not going to argue this
AJ
anymore.
always says
I've
milk.
been told.
It's
what I say.
hilarious.
But AJ says milk.
It's
I
hilarious.
And I was like, what are they talking about this morning? And then I was like, what's milk?
Oh, yeah. I literally just got a message that was like, tell AJ it's milk and not milk.
You know what? Just for the both of
Milk.
you, I'm saying Malk from now
Malk.
on. I'm now saying Malk.
There's no U. There's no,
Milk.
or there's no A. Milk.
Nope.
It's milk.
Malk. Mochi. How about that? That's what my
I know.
mom called
Mochi.
it.
I just had to call in just because I'm just driving and I heard it and I was like, oh my gosh.
No, I hear you, Tosh.
love it.
You had to call in and make fun of my speech impediment. You're a great person. I hear
AJ,
you.
you don't have a speech impediment. No.
It's not. I didn't. No, that was never specified.
That's an
I
Indiana
just said
thing.
that you were pronouncing milk wrong.
Yeah, milk.
It's milk.
Milk.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah,
I'm going
that's
to go
all
over to
I'm saying.
Nevada and get some milk from
Stop
the nuclear
it!
plant.
The Nevada.
He says Nevada and Reese's.
Yeah, that's what
I
it
wonder
is.
how other people pronounce Utah then. I guess if that's kind
Uta.
of where the A
It's a Uta.
you know?
It's Utah. Where is this Utah
What is
anyway?
Utah?
Yeah. Heck yeah. Sorry, AJ. Yes. I just have to call and make fun of you. I'm sorry.
No. You want
I
to start
love
this
it.
game?
Thank you.
Let's talk about Duchesne. Let's
Yeah,
talk about
Duchesne.
Hurricane. We can do this game all day.
Thule, Manawa.
See, there you go. Manawa. Exactly.
Manawa.
Yes, exactly. Mono. Yeah. So, AJ, I hope you had your milk this morning. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great day.
I loved
Thanks,
it because
Tasha.
it's hilarious because we
And I
literally always
agree.
talk about
I
it.
agree. It drives me nuts.
Milk.
Every time I hear it, it's like milk, not milk.
Milk.
Malk.
No!
One of
not
my
a-
favorite
Just give me
bits.
some freaking Malk.
It's not a
Bruce
shake.
Butters.
It's not a
One of
shake,
my-
okay?
One of my favorite.
I'm gonna me a Malk shake.
Nobody says that.
I'm now going to say that. I'm going to go home to Steak and Shake, and I'm like, can I get a Malk shake?
They're like, what?
Huh?
Yeah, a Malk.
Oh, it's
Excuse
okay.
me.
I'm from
Did
I'm
you
from
have a stroke?
Utah.
Did you have a stroke?
I live in Mantua.
Next to Nevada.
Oh my gosh.
It's terrible.
Hey, speaking of which, Ashley, my mom sent her some flowers for her birthday, so they're sitting in a very lovely vase up in our kitchen.
Stop it. You're pretentious. Yo, I am
I'm gonna take my vase.
excuse me, I need my vase that I got from my aunt. And I must go to Nevada.
Yeah,
Get me
to the
some
nuclear
Reese's.
plant.
Reese's. Sorry, I can't even. No! You said nuclear! How dare you? Wreck my life.
So it just inspired someone to be like, you know what, that's it. I'm sick of this AJ guy. Or should I say Audra?
Audra. This is the thing. I got a message. Literally, it was hilarious because we were talking about, oh yeah, when do you throw things out? And it's like, no. AJ says milk wrong. So what is that? What is that?
Look, I'll make the correction from now on. It's Malk.
One of my
When
favorite
it's expired, it's Malk.
I love
One of my
chocolate
favorite
Malk.
bits. Stop it. One of my favorite bits is from Julian Smith, and it's 2009 humor. So it did not age well at all. But the video itself for the first 45 seconds is like, no, I'm saying milk. You're saying Malk. Just get him the freaking milk, Josh.
It's Malk.
Oh, what?
Malk.
No, milk.
Malk. Unana.
Ilk with the I.
She said you. All right, I'll get some Malk.
Melt.
Can I get some milk?
Milk.
Why?
Milk. It's Utah spelling, thank you.
Oh, gee. Yeah, right. Can we get the MIYLEK, please?
Milk.
Can I get the milk shake? Our apologies to servers everywhere because those that have listened to this podcast and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go get a milk shake. It
I
sounds
want
good.
a milkshake.
Can I get a milk shake? It sounds like somebody dropped cement in your milkshake. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll get you a milk shake. Here you go.
Here we go.
And now we've joined the mob.
Bang, bang, bang.
This is the AJ McCall show.
After the show.